I'm sorry, Julia. I know I'm spoiling your holiday.
Could you try and be a little less miserable?
But I feel awful. How can I be less miserable?
Well, you could make a start by trying.
I am trying.
I know, very. I'm sorry, I know you're not well.
Look, why don't you leave me? Go off somewhere nice for the day. I'm sure a day in the sun on the lounger would sort me out. Look, I know we came here to spend time together.
That's a good idea. That's a very good idea, you're right, because then you can recover properly without me hanging around. And somebody did actually tell me about this really nice place, and I'd like to check it out.
Ooh, one of the holiday reps?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I'm going to make a start now, because I think it's quite a long way.
Well, have a lovely day. Don't worry about me. And I'm really sorry.
Oh, hi, it's me. Yeah, I'm just letting you know that I'm going to be late home. Well, if I get home at all. I'm working with Tyneside Police, about to go on a stakeout. In fact, I'm working with an old colleague. Oh, he's more like an old friend, really. Anyway, I'm just letting you know that I'm going to be late. Bye.
This is our man, Stefan Reitman. We've been after him for months. He's been pulling serious long cons on businesses all over the northeast. Now it looks like he's getting up to the same dastardly deeds around here. Now, our inside tip tells us that he's going to make a collection of laundered cash from the location on the industrial estate at some point today. Now, if we can nab him with the money, we have enough evidence to convict. So, stay back, stay quiet, wait for the signal, and make sure your ma's made you some sandwiches. Away. Wow, Eva.
Mark.
You look...
Nice to see you.
How long has it been?
11 years.
That long? Seems like yesterday.
It's not, though.
So, you and me on a stakeout, eh? Just like old times.
Well, not exactly.
How is it different?
Because I'm a lot older and a lot wiser.
All units maintain radio silence.
We'd better be careful. I've pulled him in for questioning at least half a dozen times. If he sees me...
Wait, you're not that scary.
I am only been sat in the backside in a car for 12 hours. We don't want him doing a running before he's got the cash.
Don't worry, we'll get him.
You haven't changed at all. You know that.
How do you mean?
Still the same tenacious Eva. You always get your man.
I didn't get you, though, did I?
Listen.
Forget it.
Oh, I can't, can I? We could be here for hours. We're going to have to talk about it. Why did you leave like that?
You know why I left.
Well, clearly I don't, or I wouldn't be asking.
OK. I left because Jane was pregnant and you were married to her, and I didn't really like being the other woman. Does that answer your question?
But I don't understand. Why didn't you try and talk to me? You just left. After everything that we'd been through.
Well, like what? Bit of fumbling in the back seat in a few dodgy hotel rooms.
If I'd known you'd wanted more, a relationship...
Are you saying you'd have left Jane for me when she was pregnant?
If you'd have asked me to. Yeah, I would.
Well, it's too late now anyway.
Is it?
Hola, café con leche, por favor.
Signora, caffè. Julia?
Mal, hello.
What are you doing here?
Well, you know, after you told me about it, I thought I'd just...
Were you trying to hide from me?
Me? No, when?
Just then?
No. Oh, I'd forgotten I'd ordered a coffee.
I'm not that scary, am I?
No, you're not. You're right, though. It's very beautiful here.
Yes, it is. I come here whenever I get a day off. Would you like to join me for lunch?
Well, that would be very nice, thank you.
I spy with my
Oh, no, please.
something beginning with...
Saved by the bell.
Who was that?
No one. I spy with my
It
little...
was Jane, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How is she?
Remarried.
Break it to me gently, why don't you?
We got separated about 6 years ago. She got together with someone else. I hardly ever see the kids.
Kids?
Heidi and Peter. They moved to Carlisle. I tried to get a transfer, but didn't happen. My life's a mess, to put it bluntly.
Well, it's good to see you haven't changed.
I'm nothing if not consistent. What about you?
What about me?
I heard you were seeing some guy. Alistair something.
Have you been keeping tabs on me?
Well, I am a detective.
We're not together anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Are you?
No? Anybody special at the moment?
Define special.
I don't know. Makes your heart skip a beat. Brings you flowers. Plays I Spy with you on stakeouts.
No, there's no one special.
Right.
You'll have to be quick. Okay. Yay!
Just. Hi.
I'm really glad that you took my advice and had a day off.
Well, I always find it best to take the advice of a beautiful woman. Life works out much better in the long run.
Oh, yeah? How so?
Well, if I hadn't taken your advice, then I wouldn't have bumped into you today.
True, but if you hadn't told me about this place, I wouldn't be here to bump into, would I?
Isn't coincidence wonderful? Can I apologize again for being too forward yesterday?
Oh, listen, there's no need, really. It's not what I would call forward.
What would you call it?
Hopeful?
Oh, I'm always that. It's just that it's been a long time since I...
It's okay. It's okay. I was very flattered, though. I guess I've been on my own quite a long time as well now. Mind you, I'm beginning to think I'm probably better off on my own.
Well, that would be a tragedy for the whole of mankind.
Oh, dear. Oh, you really are out of practice, aren't you?
How?
Well, compliments like that went out with the Ark.
See? I am totally lost. There we go. Well, maybe you can give me lessons of how to be a modern man.
Oh, no. Believe me, I've seen modern men absolutely fine as you are.
What is this? There's never usually rubbish on this beach.
Oh. Who on earth would leave something like that lying around on a beach?
I don't know. Care for a glass of champagne, buddy?
Did you have this planned all along?
I'm always a hopeful man.
Eva, I asked to be put in this case because I knew you'd be on it too.
He's on his way.
All units wait for the signal.
Eva,
Not now. He spotted us.
damn.
drive off.
No, that'll give us away for certain.
Well, we can't just sit here.
All clear? He's gone in.
I wish you hadn't done that.
Just trying to refresh your memory. It's what I remember from stakeouts.
Yeah, well, now we've got a job to do. All units move in, quietly.
Mr. Reitman?
D.I. Mark Pinsett. We've met once or twice. This is D.I. Moore.
Ah. Hello, Officer Pinsett. It was you in that romantic clinch earlier. Is that standard procedure on a stakeout?
Only in exceptional circumstances.
Stefan Reitman. I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing criminal deception. You do not have to say anything. It may harm your defence if you do not mention something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Gotcha.
You already know how I get my non-gambling kicks. It's how we met.
What, meetings?
No, Daniel. After the meeting.
Oh, yeah.
And we both could have had it the other day if you weren't such a scaredy cat.
It's not that I didn't want to, it's just I have this strange attachment to my job.
That's my point. If there's no risk, then there's no high. For example, you eat here all the time. How would they react if...
Oh, no. You know, I'm a pushover, so there's no gamble there. I'm not going to reject you. No, what you need is a real challenge.
Such as?
So where exactly is the pain?
Not there, a bit higher?
Here?
Higher?
Here?
Higher?
Your knee?
Higher?
You're not wearing any...
That's where it hurts. Would you rub it better?
I think you should leave.
But I've only just got here. You can kiss it better if you like.
No, I can't do this.
It's okay, I want you to.
No.
And I know you want to.
I do. I don't. I could lose my job, all right? And I suggest, unless you've got anything medically wrong with you, you should leave now.
Oh, Nurse Hallam, we could have so much fun together.
Please leave.
OK, make sure they send the evidence team as soon as possible.
They're on the way. How much do you reckon's there?
60, maybe 70 grand, give or take.
Very lucrative job being a con man.
Certainly better than being a copper. Sorry about earlier.
What earlier?
You know.
Oh, that. Don't be. I'm not.
What do you think?
What do I think about what?
You know what I'm thinking.
Do I?
I think you do.
What do you think I'm thinking?
I think that you're thinking that it's a real waste just for all this to be put into evidence.
I think you might be right. But what are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that you shove 5 or 6 grand down your knickers.
I'm wearing a thong.
All right, then, a fiver. I mean, he won't miss it, not where he's going.
And it'd be our word against his as to how much cash there is.
Exactly. See? I knew what you were thinking.
As far as I remember, there's plenty of room down your pants. Maybe you could shove it all down there.
Clearly, your memory's not what it was.
Is that right?
So, what do you think, then?
I think you haven't changed a bit. But if you're going to do something, the evidence men are on the way, so you better do it quickly.
You don't think I'll do it?
I know you won't do it.
Is that right?
Saved by the bell. Sorry, Jimmy. No, I'm right in the middle of something. I'll call you back.
Against the advice of my learned colleague here, I'm going to make a full confession.
That's very public-spirited of you, Mr. Reitman.
Criminals get a bad name in our society, D.I. Moore. I'm just trying to even up the balance. I'm aware that it may be one of my disgruntled colleagues who has, shall we say, grassed me up. So I'm prepared to share with you information regarding said colleague that will implicate him in several violent armed robberies. I feel sure that this will result in my receiving a suspended sentence for my essentially victimless crimes.
I'm not sure that the businesses you've robbed would see it the same way.
I'm curious, how exactly do you go about conning someone?
I provide a service. You see, people want to be conned, and all I do is recognise what drives them. Greed, envy, pride, and give them what they want.
So how would you go about conning us?
I believe the phrase is shooting fish in a barrel.
Prove it. What about me?
Well, that's easy. Your weakness is pride. You believe you're one step ahead of the game, but actually you're several steps behind.
I'm one step ahead of you, Reitman. I know that much.
And what about me?
You're not so easy to read. I would have said ambition, but there's more to it than that. Something deceptive.
Well, however you do it, it's obviously a nice little earner. There's over 60 grand in that stash.
£72,560 to be precise.
Are you sure about that figure?
Of course I'm sure.
I think we'll take a break here. Interview terminated at 15:56.
What's going on?
Not here.
Is there a problem?
You know damn well there is. What have you done with it?
Done with what?
I know you too well, Mark. Did you think I wouldn't spot it?
Spot what?
Look at the report. The evidence team recovered 66 grand from the warehouse.
Right.
Yeah, and Reitman reckons there's another 6.5 grand.
Well, he is a criminal and a con man. You cannot trust him.
Why would you lie?
Showing off.
This is me, Mark.
All right. Let's say, just for the sake of argument, that it was me that took it, and I'm not saying it was. What are you going to do about it?
Call you an idiot.
What for?
For not taking more. For only taking 6 grand, you've got to go away with twice as much. You can tell me the truth, Mark.
I'll tell you the truth. If you do the same for me.
What about?
Jimmy. Oh, come on, Eva. Don't get to be a DI without being reasonably good at detecting. I know you're living with him. He's a police surgeon, right?
Yeah, but...
He said there was no one special.
There isn't. Look, it was a mistake that... We lost a baby about 6 months ago and we've desperately been trying to make it work, but I can't. He's a nice guy and we're just not right together.
Why did you lie?
You know why? Look, after all this time, this was a chance for us and I didn't want to spoil it. I want to be with you, Mark. You've got to trust me.
I do. I always did. I've got the money stashed in the gents. But we've got to get it out of here. Meet us in the interview room. We'll split it.
Can't you get any more?
No, there's no way we'll get into the evidence room. But don't worry. There's plenty more. This isn't the first time I've taken a little unofficial bonus.
What about Reitman?
Interview can wait. We've got all we need to charge him. Then, I suggest we take the rest of the day off to celebrate.
And what are we celebrating?
Finding each other again.
Sounds good to me. You've waited this long. You can wait just a little bit longer. I'll see you downstairs.
I knew you hadn't changed.
come here today because you thought I would be here?
I hoped you might be, yes.
Well, what if I hadn't come? I mean, how long would you have waited?
All day? All night?
This is your day off.
I've been waiting for you a long time.
Don't be silly.
All my life.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What is wrong?
I can't do this. I can't. It's not you. You're lovely. Really, you are. It's, I just can't do this whole holiday romance thing.
But none of that means anything. And you know it. The attraction between us is real.
No, you see, it's not. You see, all of this is a fantasy. All of it. And I'm going to get on a plane in a few days and then I'll be gone. And I'm going to think what a complete fool I made of myself and a fool I made of you. And I'm sorry. I'm too old to play this game.
But it's not a game.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Julia, it's...
That was a failure then?
Perhaps, but it was fun trying. I nearly had him. Look in your right jacket pocket.
How did they get there?
I'm a woman of many talents.
I can see. Just glad a certain someone was able to resist them. So, listen, I am curious. What would you have done if he'd been up for it?
I'll leave you to fantasize about that. Now, it's my turn to challenge you, and I think you deserve something a little more daring.
You got it?
Yeah. Better get rid of the evidence. You take some in your bag. I'll leave the rest where it is.
Fine.
I knew it would end up like this. You and me back together. It was never finished. Not for me. There was always leftover business.
You're right about that.
What's wrong? You having second thoughts?
No. I'm absolutely certain I'm doing the right thing.
So am I. Everyone bends the rules now and again. That's what rules are for.
Couldn't agree more.
Come on then, before somebody sees it.
Don't you think Reitman was really accurate about us?
No. I am ahead of the game. And I know I am.
What about me then?
You're ambitious. I could have told him that.
But he said something about me being deceptive.
You are. You look like a copper who plays by the book, but...
You saying I'm not?
Well, what do you call this? Do you call this playing by the book?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You're under arrest, Mark.
Oh, nice one.
I'm not joking. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
This is ridiculous.
There's no way out.
Anything I did, you did too.
I don't think so. You see, I got a call from your chief super this morning telling me they've suspected you of this sort of thing for quite a while, but they didn't have any evidence. So when we got the tip-off about Reitman, they asked me to give you enough room to hang yourself with.
I've got the money stashed in the gents. We've got to get it over here. Meet us in the interview room. We'll split it.
I didn't want to believe it, Mark. I wanted to give you a chance for all time's sake, but when the money went missing, it looks like your pride was your downfall after all. You were so easy to con.
Don't do this. You can say it was a joke.
I'm not laughing.
Please, Eva. We could have had a life together.
I've already got one, thanks, with Jimmy. Oh, you were right about one thing. I haven't changed. I always get my man.
Weren't you tempted, even a little bit?
Not for a second.
Hi, Jimmy, it's me, yeah. I'm nearly finished. I just called to say I love you.
Julia, is everything okay?
Everything's fine. I thought I might be able to find someone to join me in my own private celebration.
Steal that handbag.
Well, the amateur cook's fresh scallops and seared tuna tickle Lloyd Grossman's taste buds more than the professionals offering. Step up to the plate next here on BBC1 Scotland.